Welcome once again to the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. All right, this is Ralph here, and this is the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. And today I've got kind of a repeat topic, but it's one that kind of keeps coming up. Something I keep noticing beginners doing on social media, trying to promote their offers. And that is the topic of comment spamming. And what I would like to do is to compare and contrast comment spamming with value-added content. What most people do, especially beginners and some old-timers too, unfortunately, is they will find a post that's doing very well on social media, and they'll try to tag along and ride the waves of that post by making a comment on the post that adds absolutely no value to that post. It's just a comment like, hey, look at my affiliate marketing offer, check it out, thanks, and then affiliate link right there. This happens a lot in the crypto space. I see a lot of people doing comment spamming in the crypto space by doing the same thing. They will find a post that's getting a lot of traction, and then in the comment section below, they'll put down something like, check this out now, thank me later. And it'll be the link to their crypto opportunity, whatever that may be. And all this does is that people do notice, but they notice that you're a spammer. And what the people will do normally that see comments like that on their post, they will delete that comment and then possibly block you from making any further comments on their post. In my experience, that really doesn't gain you any new followers. It doesn't really gain you sales. You know, so some people are better at doing that than others. But by and large, that method really doesn't work. Now, it's been taught by a lot of good entrepreneurs, I would say even great entrepreneurs. I notice, what's his name? Good old what's his name? John Crestani taught this several years ago, only he didn't teach you to do it the way most people do it. The way he taught, trying to make sales in the comment sections of other people's posts, was to start out by adding value. If the post was asking a question, then he would say, okay, go ahead and provide a good answer, and then link it back to an article that you have written that explains that question in further detail, that gives more detail to the answer that you've just given. And if you're really good at talking to people, if you're really good at making comments that add some legitimate value, that the poster can gain traction from, and that other people reading can gain value from as well, then, you know, that can work. If you focus on, instead of just spamming your link in the comment section of other people's posts, if you can instead just focus on value-added content, just share with people something that you know, something that you have experienced, something that pertains to the original subject of the original post. Don't take it off in a totally new direction, like, you know, they're talking about monetization on Facebook, and then you just start talking about your cryptocurrency opportunity. Hey, you want to make money? This is a real way to do it. Forget about monetizing Facebook. Well, that will probably, again, get your comment removed and maybe yourself blocked by the person who posted the original post. Instead, add a little bit of value, if you can, to the subject that the post was addressing. Again, if the post subject was how to monetize on Facebook, then go ahead. If you have any experience in that area, go ahead and share a little bit of your experience, your successes, your struggles. Maybe something like, even something incredibly simple, like, I hear what you're saying. I've had trouble with this too. What can we do to do better? Something like that. Be honest. Don't claim to know more than you actually do, but honestly try to add some value. And sometimes just letting somebody know that you've read their post, that you agree with them, and that they're not alone is enough to add some value to the post for other people. So be authentic, be yourself, and when you're posting comments on other people's posts, do it with the mindset that I am going to add some value that people can gain from. And don't just post with the mindset that I want to make a sale right now. You see, if you add enough value to other people's posts, if you are giving people a reason to want to follow you on social media, if you are trying to be helpful to other people, then they are going to be more likely to want to follow you. They're going to be more likely to, develop a liking for you. They're going to be more likely to just reach out of the blue, maybe send you a message, maybe start commenting on your posts. And, that is valuable in and of itself. When you get people reaching out to you on social media, when you get other people finding your stuff on social media and returning the compliment, maybe you've added some value to their post by way of a nice comment, a well thought out comment, they are likely to go back to your account, find some of your posts, and return the favor. And when that happens, that helps to boost you up in the algorithm. You see, one thing that I've noticed, especially on Facebook as well as X and LinkedIn, is that the algorithm does seem to have changed. And I was getting a lot of traction on Facebook. I was getting a lot of traction on LinkedIn. And then I took some time away, started focusing more on X because I do like that platform a lot better. It's my favorite platform. But I also see the value in being on Facebook, also see the value in being on LinkedIn. And after a few weeks hiatus away from LinkedIn and being active on Facebook, I've noticed that the algorithm is no longer favoring my content as well as it once did. So in order to correct that, I find myself, reaching out to other people, reading other people's posts, and then adding a nice comment with the intention of providing some value that that person or maybe somebody else can gain from. And not just a comment that says, hey, I'm in this home business academy, click my link, thank me later. No, that stuff doesn't work. But that's when other people try marketing using the commenting method, that's their default way of doing it, by spamming their link. And once again, that will get you noticed, but it will get you noticed in a negative way, not in a positive way. The thing you want to do on social media is to make posts that add value to people's lives, whether they buy your opportunity or not. What we used to do on social media, we used to make posts like, hey, I want to help 5 people build a business from home. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested. And, that used to work to get people to comment and take a look at your offer. And it still does to a certain extent, but not like the way it used to. And what I'm seeing on social media is people that use that technique, they're starting to get ignored by the algorithm. What I would recommend, what I do instead, is try to offer something of value. And it can be something as simple as a quote, an inspirational quote. Write it out on like a mem. You can craft these things very easily on Canva, and create a good mem sharing a motivational, inspirational quote that means something to you. And then don't just post the picture, don't just post the mem, but also above that, post what that motivational quote means to you. Share the quote. Also share a little bit about what you think about the quote. And this can be a good way for beginners to start gaining a little bit of traction on social media. Because as beginners, people think, I don't have anything of value to offer. I'm new in this space. I don't know much about affiliate marketing or network marketing or building a sales funnel or things like that. I'm brand new. I'm a babe in the woods. Well, you don't really have to be an expert in order to start sharing value. Just give some advice to somebody who's just 2 or 3 steps behind where you are. And quotes make this super easy because you can find a quote from a popular entrepreneur or any other kind of quote, that any kind of genre you want to work with. You can find a quote by some well-known person and share what you think about it. Add some more meaning. Tell people what you see in that quote. Give your own interpretation of it. And who knows, maybe in the comments section, you'll get some input from people who see something totally different in that comment. And you can have a nice back and forth sharing your different points of view. But yeah, if you want to add value online, value that other people can share, whether they buy your product or opportunity or not, quotes are a great place to start because you're starting with somebody else's material. You're giving credit to that other person. Never steal a quote and claim it as your own. But yeah, you're giving credit to the other person. You're using their material, and then you're leapfrogging off of that to tell people what you think or what impact, better still, what impact that quote has had on your life, how you have implemented that in your life, and start sharing value that way. And again, this kind of opens up the door. People can see you out there trying to make a difference online, sharing some legitimate value online, and they may decide to follow you. Over time, they'll get to know you a little bit better, they'll like you, and then they might start thinking, I wonder what opportunity this person is in. I wonder if this person can help me build my list. I wonder if this person can help me solve some other soul-sucking problem that they may have. And before you know it, you'll start getting a group of people reaching out to you. But that doesn't happen if you just do comment spamming of your link or general spamming of your link all across social media. I gave up on that a few years ago, and yes, it is a hard habit to break. I still want to craft a post that says something like, hey, I want to help 5 people, start a business from home. Let me know in the comment section down below, things like that. Or just say, hey, you want to start your own $10 business? Click my link. And again, some of that posting might get you a click or two, but it's not as effective now, in my experience, as what it used to be. What is more effective is value-added content, wherever you happen to be posting it. If you're posting a comment, make sure that comment contains value-added content. Whenever you make a social media post, make sure that post has value-added content that other people can gain value from, whether they buy your opportunity or not. Of course, we want to make sales, but when we're trying to build engagement with other people, trying to build rapport with other people, the main thing is building a rapport, giving them something of value that they didn't have, that you can provide to help them get to know you a little bit better and to help them get to like you a little bit better. And then once you develop that know, like, and trust factor, then they might start reaching out and asking you, what opportunities do you have that I might be able to change my life with? And this doesn't have to take forever. It can actually happen quite quickly. I did this kind of by accident, really, a while back in a Facebook group. And in this Facebook group, we were seeing a lot of, shall we say, not very good offers being spammed across that group. A lot of scams, a lot of potential scams, a lot of offers that just didn't seem to be above board. And I noticed this one lady made a post, and she was saying there are so many scams being advertised in this group. How can we tell the difference between what is a scam and what is legit? And that caught my eye because I noticed the same thing. And so I just made a very simple comment saying, essentially, I forget what the exact wording was, but essentially it said, yes, I have noticed this too. You really do have to watch out for the scams that are being advertised all over Facebook. And I think I went on to say there are legitimate offers too, but telling the difference between the two can be difficult. And that's all I said. I didn't give her a 10-point list on how to tell the difference between a scam and a legit opportunity. It was just maybe 3 lines, agreeing with her, giving her a little bit of a pat on the back, saying, yeah, I hear you, I see you, I know what you're talking about. This is a legitimate concern, and yeah, how can we do better? And the next day, the same lady got on my Facebook wall and posted a comment on one of my posts. And she was saying, look, you sound like a honest person. Can you tell me something that I might be able to do to earn money from home with? And it turned out she wasn't really positioned to be able to afford anything that I was actually offering. I did give her a free offer that I don't think she really took me up on. But, I was kind of impressed by how fast that happened. I saw a post. I made one honest, supportive comment, and the very next day, that same lady that made the post reached out to me. Sometimes it doesn't take long to build that know, like, and trust factor. And at any rate, it opens the door to further communication and building a relationship. Building a relationship where, that other person trusts you, you are doing what is in their best interest, not just trying to make a sale, but trying to help them improve their lives. And when people pick up on that energy, that you are there not just trying to make a sale, but actually actively trying to help them improve their lives, that goes a long way. And that is going to set you apart from probably 95% of the rest of social media marketers who are just out there doing or saying anything they can, just trying to make a sale. And if you're out there trying to add value and trying to honestly change lives for the better, then you're going to stick out in a good way on social media. You're going to be like a unicorn in a field of four-leaf clovers. People will see you, people will notice you, and over time, they will be drawn to you. But you've got to focus on value-added content and not just spamming your link. Whether you're spamming it on your Facebook page or in groups or in the comments of other people's comments, which again is just going to get your comment removed most likely and you blocked by that other person. Instead of doing all that, just post with the mindset that you're going to add value to another person's life, trying to make their life a little bit better. And believe it or not, we all have something to contribute, even if you are a beginner. If you don't have great videos that you have made, and if you're just starting out, you probably don't. Don't worry about that. Find videos that your sponsor has made. Share those. Find videos that your opportunity has and share those. Find videos that other great entrepreneurs have made talking about a certain subject that you care about, that you are deeply interested in about, and share that video along with your synopsis of what that video is about and why it makes a difference in your life. And that opens the door to other people seeing that content. And if it's something that has helped to open your eyes, make your life a little bit better, then odds are somebody else will get their eyes open too, or will have their life improved by that exact same video. And when you add your extra value to it by sharing how this helped you or what this means to you, that will add more value as well. And maybe, just maybe, if you're a normal human being and you've made a lot of mistakes in life and you're willing to talk about it, share about it, well, maybe you can help somebody else avoid some of the same mistakes that you yourself have made. And if you can do that, then you can add tremendous value to the life of another person. And again, when people begin to identify you as a value adder and not a comment spammer or any kind of spammer, then yeah, they're going to be far more likely to reach out to you and try to find out, what are you in? What do you do? What do you have that I might be interested in? And don't be surprised if you start attracting people to yourself rather than driving them away. And this is the key point that I'm going to end on right now. Comment spamming, any kind of spamming on social media, that tends to push people away. It tends to get you marked down by the algorithm, let's say, and ignored by the algorithm, and it hurts more than it helps. But when you're adding value online and doing it with a genuine spirit of wanting to help other people, then that's going to attract people to you. And when that starts happening, if it hasn't happened already, the algorithm is going to start favoring your posts more and more. And that's what the algorithm likes to see, people adding value to the platform and getting engagement with other people. So if you want more engagement on your posts, make sure you're adding value when you post. And if you want more engagements, see what other people are posting and engage on their posts. And, when you reach out to others will be more likely to reach out to you and want to visit your wall on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or X, any of those social media platforms. And so, try to add value. Forget about spamming. Try to attract people instead of repelling them. So there you have it. Comment spamming versus value-added content. I would say focus on value-added content. And if you're just starting in social media or restarting, maybe you've got an account that's a few years old, you've let it fall to the wayside for a few years, and now you're trying to reactivate it. Don't worry about posting a lot of content on a daily basis. I would say if you can come up with 1 or 2 really great posts a day, just starting out or getting restarted, that's enough. The rest of your time you can spend looking at other people's posts, engaging with other people, commenting, putting value-added comments on their posts, networking with people in groups, and building up your clout in the algorithm that way. And then when people see the value that you are giving and they like it, they will look you up. And then you're going to start going places. But give it some time. Definitely give it some time. Be willing to let it take as long as it's going to take. And don't be in the position that a lot of people are, where they'll try something new for 7 days, and if they don't feel like they're getting results, they'll just quit, move on to something else. You may start getting responses within a day or 7 days or a month, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Be true to the process, let the process work for you, and continue to be there on social media, sharing the value that you have to share. And if you start doing it right, you will start to gain traction. So that's all for now. Hey, I hope you found some value in this content. If you did, please like, share, subscribe wherever you're seeing this podcast on. And if you got any questions, if you got a topic you would like to hear me cover in affiliate marketing for beginners, let me know. Reach out to me. Would love to hear from you. And who knows, might be able to take your question or comment, turn it into a podcast or a video. So until later, this is Ralph signing out. Thank you for dropping by. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you later. So long. Man, that's good coffee.